This was another World War II woman warrior. And she was a sniper, known as Lady Death. By the way, do you know who gave her the title Lady Death?
Who?
She did.
She's very humble.
That was the title of her memoirs. Apparently, before she became one of the most successful snipers ever and the most successful female sniper ever, she studied history.
Oh, really?
She was a historian. She had a life before the war where she got married at like 16, had a kid that didn't work out, and she just kind of left that guy. But then the war starts, and she has, from a very young age, trained with the rifle. She cannot miss. Okay? And because, once again, we kind of talked about how desperate the Soviet Union became, she finally manages. They keep trying to make her a nurse. She's like, no, to send me out to combat. They finally let her, but armed with a single grenade. This is the only armament she was allowed, was just one grenade. I don't know when she was supposed to use it. I'm assuming just right before her death. But then this other soldier gets shot in the shoulder, goes down, realizes he can't fight, and hands his rifle to, I guess we haven't even said her real name, Pavlichenko Lyudmila Mikhailovna is how she would have said her name, but Lyudmila Pavlichenko is kind of how we would say it here. So yeah, hands his rifle to Lyudmila. She turns, and I'm kind of truncating the timeline here, but takes out 2 enemy soldiers at about a quarter mile.
Holy smokes.
It's about 440 yards. And after that, no one tries to take her rifle away from her. She actually meets another sniper. They get married. He dies, right? So we keep with the whole widows theme.
Okay.
But she was already killing Nazis before that. She takes an absurd amount of joy in it. She kills 309 confirmed kills.
Holy smokes.
36 of those were other snipers. She won 36 sniper duels. There was one, she was posted up in a tree, and this enemy sniper saw her, shot, missed. She pretended to be hit, fell limp out of the tree, hit the ground, and held that position completely motionless until nightfall. So she could crawl away and go back and kill the guy. It was... when she was in the Battle of Sevastopol, her comments on that was, "We mowed down the Hitlerites like ripe grain." Now, at that point, she has already killed 309 confirmed kills, and that's when she takes mortar shrapnel to the face.
Ouch.
Okay? And so the Soviet High Command commands that she be evacuated. The only way they can do it is by submarine. So they evacuate her from the battlefield on a submarine. She makes it back, heals up, wants to go back, but they say, no. We have another job for you. And they send her to Canada and the US as kind of like a propaganda tour, right? Because they want the Western powers to open up a new front against the Nazis. Okay. Right? At this point, you have England, which is still holding out, and that keeps the Nazis from bringing their full force against Russia. Mm-hmm. And so they want more of that. And so they have her tour around. She actually makes really good friends with Eleanor Roosevelt, right? Like, really? Eleanor Roosevelt actually becomes kind of her patron and helps her get all these stops on her speaking tour. Something like 43 or something like stops on the speaking tour. And she has to put up with this idiocy. She's got these reporters asking questions like, do you wear makeup on the front line? What kind of nail polish do you use? And she is just losing it.
I took a mortar to the face.
Yeah. And yeah, they like insult her uniform and say it makes her look fat and say how American women wear shorter skirts, and she is just losing it. And so in Chicago, she just dismisses all this and speaks directly to the crowd and says, I am 25 years old. I have killed 309 fascists. I think you gentlemen have been hiding behind my back long enough.
Oh!
Apparently there were some motivated. I had a thing of when Mary Read, Mark, where he was, fought them off so well, they offered her a job. That happened with the Nazis and Lyudmila. She was busy popping Nazis, and they offered her, and just brace yourself, Mike. They offered her chocolate to change sides. There was an offer of chocolate and a place in the German army if she would just switch sides. She obviously declined their generous offer.
That was the best you could come up with.
Yeah.
Bunch of Nazis sitting around a table.
what do we
What
have?
do we do? What do we do? Women like chocolate, right? Could we do something with that?
I would not be surprised with how that went, but yes.
Oh, no.
And yes, after that, when she declined, they instead turned to threats and said when they caught her, they were going to tear her into 309 pieces, which thrilled her because she knew they knew her number.
Oh!
You've been keeping track too, huh? And so yes, later she wrote her memoirs, named herself Lady Death,